You know, there have been a lot of questions, Majid Memon, like you rightly pointed out, on the manner in which the investigation was conducted. The conduct of officials who were conducting this investigation. And now, of course, PKD Nambiar, the big questions are on why 6 months later there is still not enough evidence to file even a charge sheet, with the NCB asking for 90 more days. The big question, therefore, is, was Aryan Khan unfairly targeted? Because clearly the anti-drug agency has nothing on him all this time later. So witch hunt.
No, I agree with Mr. Memon that it is for the agencies. They took 6 months. 6 months is a long period, and that to a young man. He should not be paying for the price of that. He is a son of a big star. But in the meantime, I also agree with him that it is a law it's a matter which is in the court, and the court is the one which is supposed to give them whether to give them another 90 days or not. So I think the media trial in this case has done more harm for Aryan than doing good. And I believe that both social media and the media should keep themselves away and believe in our judicial system. Whether even the officers, whether it is from the NCB officers or any of those officers have done something wrong for Aryan Khan, a young boy, I think that is not acceptable. But I think we must believe in our system and wait for some more time, and that's not going to be too far, I think.
But PKD Nambiar, it's all very well to say believe in the system, and this of course, this NCB asking for 90 more days is also within the ambit of the system. But the question is, given the kind of narrative against Aryan Khan, with the agencies claiming whatnot about him being a part of a larger international drug cartel, so many other names being dragged into this case. I mean, the big question really is, 6 months later, do they still not have enough to file a charge sheet?
Rishita, I would always say that neither you or me should be taking this decision whether he's a culprit or he has done something wrong.
But it is in our place to ask the questions, isn't it?
No, that's absolutely. But in the meantime, when a matter which is already there in the court, and the court will definitely ask the agencies to give them the enough proof. But yes, I agree with one thing, that a young boy should not be given such a long trial or a 6 months, and then asking for a 90 months in this particular time may not be really justified.
Well, 22 days in jail, that's all I want to say at the end. Majid Memon also talked about this, that 22 days in jail is the time that they needed, because they needed to, question him and build a case, and 6 months later, they still haven't gathered enough to file a charge sheet asking for 90 more days. We're asking the questions. Let's see what the drugs agency says. Yes, Majid Memon, you want to come in? And that's going to be there forever.
So I absolutely, there is no doubt that
yes, learned judge is
very
not going to mechanically extend the time.
All right. Well, I'm afraid I'm completely out of time. We're going to have to leave it at that, but we will continue to track the details of this story. After 22 days in jail, the NCB, after 6 months, has still asked for 90 more days. What happens in this case? It's a story we'll track very closely. I want to shift our focus now to the breaking